name is Qasim Asad Salam and you're watching the Pakistan Daily. Today we're in Naran with RemoteBase, a Pakistani tech startup which recently raised $1.4 million from a consortium of Silicon Valley investors. And this startup is also starting an essential conversation about the nature of remote work in Pakistan. And we have the CEO of RemoteBase, Mr. Qasim Asad Salam, who will tell us more about his ideas. So thank you very much, Qasim, for speaking to us today.
Thank you, Hamza.
So Qasim, tell us, you're in Naran right now, you brought all of your team. So what was the idea behind this trip?
So basically we want to promote remote work because remote work is the future. People can work from anywhere in the world. All they need is just a laptop. But one problem with remote work is connecting with other people. So what we do is we take trips every 3 months to the northern areas of Pakistan where everybody from all across Pakistan come together, and then they go on a trip, they have team building activities, they get to know each other, and then they go back to their cities.
But you've also spoken about the lack of access, the lack of connectivity, internet in these areas, and you aren't able to work here. So what do you think about that?
Yeah, so one of our ideas was to have a base in Naran or have a base somewhere like Fairy Meadows where people, remote basers can go, they can always go and it can act as an office for them. But the biggest challenge is the network connectivity. So there's no internet here. We've been without internet for the past 2 to 3 days. It's very hard to keep up to date with work here. So yes, it's a good trip for vacation. It's a good trip for team building activities. But right now it's not ready for people to come and work here. And I would, if we could only solve the internet problem here, I think Pakistan has one of the most beautiful places in the world, and it could serve as an ideal hub for remote work where people can come to these places and work remotely.
And do you think Pakistan can also attract digital nomads from across the world who go to Bali and work there for a month? So do you think the northern areas of Pakistan like Hunza or Swat or Chitral, do you think they have the potential to be the next big place for remote workers across the world?
Definitely, but there's a lot of infrastructure requirement, just like I said, internet, good places to stay. So Fairy Meadows, for example, is one of the most beautiful places I've ever stayed at, and I have traveled a lot. I've traveled to many countries, but Fairy Meadows is probably top 1 or 2 destinations for me where I would like to work remotely. So yes, if infrastructure is taken care of, then there a lot of opportunities for digital nomads to come and work from these places.
Okay, very nice. And RemoteBase is a primarily remote company, so your employees work at home. But now you've brought all of them together. So was that the reason behind this trip, that you wanted all your employees to physically see each other?
Yeah. So physically interact with each other, talk to each other, get to know each other, some team building activities so that when they work remotely, when they go back to their cities, they can gel in together better, they can collaborate better, they understand each other better. So that was the idea. And also I think in the tech ecosystem, people work 10 hours, 12 hours, 16 hours a day. So it serves as a very good break from all that work and as a vacation for all our engineers and even other people in our company.
Okay, very nice. And Qasim, last question. Many people argue that Pakistan is a poor country where remote work has only so much potential and it can't go further. So what would you like to say to them?
We've just proved that wrong. RemoteBase is one of the fastest growing companies in Pakistan, and we doubled our team size in the past 3 to 4 months. We're still growing incredibly fast. So yeah, we've proved all those all those people wrong.
Okay, thank you very much, Qasim.
Thank you.